It's 9 o'clock, so we'll start today's meeting. What a huge pleasure to welcome all to the final day of the AMMF Conference 2025. And I think you'll all agree that we had an absolutely stellar day yesterday with a really huge range of amazing speakers and very touching stories. We started, of course, with Helen Mormont outlining their white paper and the Fairer Deal Faster that we're aiming for cholangiocarcinoma patients. And this has been an overarching theme of the meeting throughout the 3 days. I was also struck by Professor Khan's talk. We had a session on HCC versus CCA, and of course that really striking slide to show that the numbers of CCA patients almost meeting parity with HCC in England in the last couple of years, which I think we'll all stick in our memories. We had a real message of hope from Kevin Roger, very touching story, and then followed by our panel of very agreeable surgeons yesterday. And hopefully it's not a step too far for me to say that I think we reached consensus agreement that surgery for CCA, particularly HILA surgery, should be focused in centres of excellence across Europe. And it was a really excellent session, I thought, with a real range of European speakers to give us a flavour of how CCA is managed surgically across Europe. Drainage obviously is still a contentious point, but I think we did reach consensus that this should be performed by specialists in centres of excellence. We heard about Sam's journey from David Walker, another very touching personal story. Before we moved into our afternoon sessions and heard about progress in the treatment landscape of CCA, the highlight of which for me and for many of you will of course be the breaking news that ABC10 is well on the way to recruitment and may actually report quicker than had been anticipated, which I think many of us in this room have been very excited about. And then lastly, we had a real international session looking at the perspectives of CCA management from Laos, from Africa, from Ireland, and Scotland, of course, and the positives and challenges of how cholangiocarcinoma is managed across the world. So I'm very excited to be entering the 3rd day of the conference. A couple of quick reminders that we are still voting for the best poster of the conference. You do have conference programs on your table, but if you haven't downloaded the app yet, it is quite a useful thing for looking at the agenda, and the QR code for downloading the app will be on this leaflet on your table. The voting closes at 12 o'clock. Also a reminder that the on-demand sessions for yesterday's talks are now already available on the website if anyone wants to access any talks that they have missed because they've been networking and meeting new friends and collaborators at AMMF.